speaking of just networking and we from Illinois and going down up and down your page quite frequently and just following you. One of my favorite people as far as industry wise, I think they just real humble and I don't even say humble, but just original, and that's Chance. And how did that whole relationship and how did all that come about? And that's one of your celebrity clients. So can you just kind of explain to the people how that relationship and
so that Instagram, you know what I'm saying? He's seen one of Emmanuel and I's funny videos.
Really?
Yep. So he hit me up on IG. And when he first hit me up, man, funny story. When he first hit me up, I told him, I gave him a generic response. It was like, yo, you available for a haircut? And I was like, yo, the link is in my bio to schedule an appointment. You know what I'm saying?
You done hit him with the big time, huh?
So he was like, I went to the Curl Sponge website, but I ain't see how to book. Can my assistant hit up your assistant or get your number? Right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, let me click on this profile. I said, oh shit, that's the real Chance the Rapper. Okay.
What happened when he said it? Oh, okay, so you on that? So just go ahead and hit up my secretary, huh?
Yeah. So he's like, so I gave him the number, and his assistant hit me up. So I came through and I chopped him up. He was out here in Atlanta for like 10 days on like a workation. Okay. So I ended up cutting him twice in those 10 days. Okay. Then he had like a big event in Chicago or New York the next following 2 weeks, and he hit me up to come and flew me out to cut him. And it's just, that's how it's been for like the last 3 years, man, at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just to think, all these opportunities coming from barbering, and that's the beautiful thing about this industry. It doesn't have a ceiling, and
sure.
Clippers can take you places and allow you to do things you sometimes never thought you would be able to.
Yeah, and someone like Chance, to be as young as he is, mm-hmm. And he was hitting some pinnacles, man. Like he was hitting he was, you know what I mean? Jimmy Fallon, Ellen, Late Night Show, hosting SNL. It was like these are highlights of his career. Right. You know what I mean? These are great moments. Right. And to be right All-Star Weekend, halftime show. Man, you know what I mean? And to be right there. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm like, man, I was looking and celebrating those moments with you. I'm looking at your story, the NBA All-Star Game, great seats. I'm like, man, dude having a ball with this, and and that's what it's about, man. Because I was telling you, I got a younger son, man. He's 23, and he's a hell of a barber. And we started following, with you, on IG, because I was like a dinosaur. So my kids, they got the IG, so we start following, together, following with, your page. And I'm just like, man, look at these type of things. Look what Clippers are able to bring you. And it's just amazing. And really listening to your story, bro, and where you've come from to where you are now. And along with just being so humble, man, I know, and I'm more spiritual than religious, but I know God has plenty in store for you, man, because with all you done went through, and then you just remain humble. Like I was telling my boy Jinx, I said, man, I don't know if I've ever seen a harder working barber, man. Like the grind is just in you, man. Some people it's on you, but it's in you, man. I'm looking at your story. I'm like, man, this dude done got up, flew out to Chicago and New York, and he back at the shop by the end of the day. I'm like, God damn. like man, like you know what I mean? Like that's grinding for real. You know
So,
what I'm saying?
man, you got to, man. But you also got to find that balance, too.